go. Here is heat 3. Now again, I'm in pole, and actually Nan's on the left-hand side this time, but I actually saw the lights. You can't see them from here, but I go for the lights, but my reaction just wasn't fast enough. So Nan was more aggressive, and he went over to the right-hand side, and he got me straight away. So this is something I really need to work on, because every time I've had a race, I've lost ground at the start. And the camera's a bit shaky, but anyway, this is like deja vu. Pretty much the same running order. Nan, myself, and David Wood behind, because Timothy was starting at the back, I think, because he went off in heat 2. So yeah, here we are. So this is just deja vu, and you can see the sun's gone down a little bit, so it's about 4:30 at this point, I think. And Nan's already got a bit of a gap, and I'm thinking I really want to catch him this time, and I want to pass him and get the race win properly, because whoever wins this race is basically going to win the event. One of our heats was cancelled because an official had an accident, so they didn't have enough time to do all the events. Fortunately, he was okay. And here we are racing away. Oh, it's so bumpy, but this gives you a bit more of an indication of what it's like actually in the cockpit. It's bumping all over the place, especially here, and just constantly trying to jab at the accelerator to get it to go, because you don't want to give away any power. And you can see David Wood behind me is still hanging on, and David Wood's an exceptional driver as well, because he's got an older kart than I do now, and an older engine, even though it's an X30 as well. And it's, as you can see from previous races, he's quite quick in a straight line as well. But yeah, he's hanging on with an older chassis, because Nan and I nearly went off there, so I lost a bit there. Nan and I have got the same chassis and same engine, and David Wood's using older machinery, so good on him for really sticking with us. And like I said, there's actually 9 runners in this class, but unfortunately we haven't really seen much of what's going on. And this is the front camera. I'm just trying to give a bit of a smoother look. Oh, you can see the speed that it's going along there. We actually got up to 109 Ks in the other race in the slipstream, but this time I'm a little bit too far behind Nan to get a proper slipstream, so I really want to close up. Go back in the side view. I much prefer this one. This really lets you know what it's like behind the wheel. Look at that, bouncing everywhere. Over that bump. You can hear me on the throttle as much as I can. It's such a different sounding engine to the Rotax, and like I said, it feels a bit more normal now, because when I was running the Rotax, I always felt a little bit found it a little bit difficult to compare to the other drivers, but now with an X30 I can compare myself a lot more evenly, because the power band is the same and everything, so there wasn't as much toing and froing. There we go. I think that was a good entry, that one. I can put the lap together. You can notice I start to edge up on Nan just a little bit, but I think he's very consistent, and some of my laps haven't been that accurate. God, look at the understeer there. As soon as I get on the power, it just slides through. I think that was maybe a 10th faster than Nan there, but so tricky to catch him. And I had to get off the power there, because I got a little bit tail happy at the back. You can hear those rear tyres squealing a little bit as I come in, but as soon as it starts to squeal, I ease off the brake so that it doesn't lock up too much. I definitely feel like I'm a little bit closer to him when I went through there then. Oh, I lost there, went oversteering. And I'm really hoping that he's going to give me some sort of mistake to get some traction on him. You can see I'm getting on the power really early, almost too early I think, into that hairpin. And you can see there's some traffic up ahead, so hopefully this is going to slow him down again. Oh, that was a lot of oversteer there. And you can see the rear camera is starting to move because just the colossal wind, and I didn't maybe make it quite tight enough. But I think David Wood's probably about 2 seconds behind. Here we go, so now he's caught a little bit, but he's got through at a good spot, and now I'm caught behind him. So this is going to be interesting. It's the closest I've been. But I tried to go down here, but no, I thought, nah, it's dirty down there. I'm not going to get through, so I had to think better of it. And fortunately, because I've got a quicker engine than this guy, I think he must have quite an old engine. Look at that! Oh my god, I had to go in as hard as I could, but nearly went off. So, lost a bit of space there. You can see Nan's got a bit of a gap now. A bit more than he had. I'm just going as hard as I can, trying to catch him, trying to put some pressure on him. There we go. So that's much better. When I go gradually onto the power, I feel like I'm doing a better job. Yep, so catching him a little bit here because he got caught. Now there's still a cart between us. And it's going to be difficult for me to get this guy before the end of the straight, I think. There we go, you can just see on the brakes, I can really catch up with him. But I couldn't find a way around here, so that means I've got to go to the next corner. Unfortunately, he's gotten out of the way from me. I really appreciated that. Getting on the power nice and early into there. Oh, went very wide over that curb. So, there we go. Nan's just a little bit too far overhead. And watch this. Oh no, it's not this lap. Next lap, you watch what happens, because this is the final lap. And yeah, trying to give it everything. I'm still pushing as hard as I can. I feel like sometimes I could brake a little bit deeper into that first corner, but you know, you try to brake a little bit deeper, and then you end up wasting time. So sometimes you've got to be very careful and brake within yourself. But that's my main concern, that corner right there, getting in there, and also getting into this one. So that's a little bit better. I think as the day has gone on, I've gotten a little bit better at those two corners. But I'm still not taking that curb enough. So again, about the same distance. Still probably about a second and a half behind him, I think. And you watch this. Oh, there we go. Get on. And then, oh my god, last corner, and I nearly lost it. So I just got too wide and put my wheel on the dirt. Anyway, that is the race end.